Afternoon here. We're at the New York State Class C's quarterfinals here in Kenesha College here. Bobcats are just coming out in the field. They're on turf play. First time the Bobcats is playing on turf. I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on them. You can see the snow in the background, the kind of weather we've been having. Sweeping the fields off. Getting her brushed up there a little bit here. Fans are just starting to fill in. We got a 12 o'clock noon start. These sectional games, probably due to the fact of the weather and the amount of time we got to get these games in all the four classes, there's, at the end of regulation play, if it's still tied, we're going right to a shootout. So I would say in an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes there, this game would be over with. Kevin Crew, Corey Connors, Clarence Labarge, Gary Nephew, Jason Seguin, Eric Owens in net. Looks to be like Nick Chase right there. Trent Curry. Tyler Murtaugh running to the back of the line. Kluke. Frenier, Robert Frenier. Peter McComb. Steve Chilton in the back. Got his warm-ups off. It's about 33 degrees out here. I'm looking for my announcer here, Bill Chase. I haven't seen him yet. He's expected to come in here anytime. There's Leonard Welch, Dave Millard. There's Steve Chilton's mom, Debbie. That ball comes up quick here. Eric Owens going to see a little different in the net today. And that ground's very hard. Bobcats just being announced there. They're playing Kieo. 18-0-1 record. Supposedly a very skilled soccer team. Very controlled type of play. Definitely new for both teams, I understand. Both teams just making their first appearance here at the New York State quarterfinals. I see my announcer coming now, Bill Chase. and the family here. He come down with a van and with a whole crew of fans.
You starting early? Right there.
Got something around my neck?
No, you just have to.
Are we on?
Okay. Let's go over here. Anybody programs? $1. Anybody need programs?
Hey, Bill?
Okay.
Apparently I never shut her off. Here we got a little film.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Good afternoon and welcome to Hometown Cable. This is Bill Chase and my cameraman Steve Chilton. We're down here in downtown Buffalo at Canisius College. And this is the semifinal game featuring the Northern Adirondack Bobcats against Kieo. Do you know their
18-0-1.
well, I don't know what's their
Their players are in the book.
No, their nickname, their mascot name.
I don't really know.
It just says Kieo High School. It doesn't say what their nickname is. Northern Adirondack and Kieo are right now at midfield in a circle. The referees are talking to both teams. This is an artificial turf field. It's a semifinal game, the first time for Northern Adirondack to be here. Kieo is a team out of Section 1. Northern Adirondack, our Section 7 representative. All right, the starting lineup for Northern Adirondack. Stevie Chilton in the middle, Tyler Murtha on the right wing, Jason Seguin out on the left. Nick Chase will be behind Chilton as a striker, halfback position. Over on the left half is Trent Curry. On the right half, we've got Bruce Schutz. Playing on the top of the diamond defense is Tommy Matthews, number 1. Corey Connors is back as the stopper. On the right fullback is Adam Schutz. Left full is Peter McComb. And the starting goaltender for today, senior Eric Owens. The coach for the Bobcats is Donnie Moulton. Also sitting on the bench, or the bench people waiting to ready to get in the game, we've got Gary Nephew, Andy DeBeck, Kevin Krul, Sean Hamlin, Terry Kluke, Clarence Labarge, and Bobby Frenier. The Bobcats come in here with a 16-4-1 record. They currently have a 7 game, so they got 11 game winning streak going for them. They're facing off against Kieo from Section 1. Kieo being a private school with all, looks like Asian national players. We've got a handball called here. The referees. This is an AstroTurf field. Players have to wear either turf shoes or sneakers. The field had the ball. The game had to be moved here due to the weather, the nor'easter that we got on Tuesday, and the amount of snow that they got in the Lewiston field. And Kieo on the attack early here. Connors makes the play, kicks it out of bounds. I'm gonna have to get on this side of you just so I can get out of their crowd noise. That way they can hear me doing a play-by-play. We got an early corner kick here. This is actually a football field, so
Playing the yellow lines, I believe, Bill.
they're playing the yellow line.
Right.
Well, the width of it is not quite as large as I thought it was going to be. And that corner kick is sent, and Eric Holmes gets a foot on it. Adam Schutz with a miss, but the ball is cleared. Kieo put it right back in on the Bobcats. Kieo with the pressure early. Murtha trying to move the ball out. Chase and Connors. Chase is on number 16. I'm not quite. Estrada is number 10. He's supposed to be Keo's best player. I'm not really going to be able to pronounce a lot of their names. We'll just give you their numbers. They're not. I have a hard time sometimes with some of the easier names to pronounce that are American names. So, as you can hear the crowd around us, NAC to our left, the Kieo crowd is to our right, and they are pretty boisterous. We got the Bobcat mascot here. The crowd is going to be wild here. Let's hope you can pick up my play-by-play. That's sent into the middle by Kieo. They're a short passing finesse team. Matthews, he'll send it down a wing, but it's hits the Kieo player in the chest, goes out of bounds via throw-in on the far side of the field. Chase trying to get through there. He can't. The field actually probably conditions will improve as the day goes on. If the sun hits this, it'll warm it up. It'll be better for the later games. All the games are being played here. They were 5 minutes away from canceling all Final Fours for Class A, B, C, and D for boys due to the snow they got here. They made a call here out to Canisius College and were able to obtain this field for the games. Game started at 8 o'clock this morning. Ball runs out of bounds. Games started at 8 o'clock this morning and will continue through till 10 o'clock tonight. The place is well-lighted field. The ball will move rather quickly on this AstroTurf. NAC having or Kieo the early advantage here, and there's a head by Connors. That skips by Curry or Seguin. Matthews comes up with it. Chase and Matthews. That's sent across the middle. There's a handball. And
Bill, I think they're going to have to get that ball outside. They're not going to be able to bring that ball up the middle.
No, this is not a real wide field as somebody had said it was.
No.
It's a narrow field. Handball skips by Chilton with the speed, racing in there. And number 5 has to clear the ball away. Mokata, number 5. Chilton, he tries to put it across the middle. Seguin going in on the goalie. The goalie slides out there. Got to wear either turf shoes or indoor soccer shoes or sneakers or whatever on this field. Chase put the head on it. A short punt. That ball sent over the touchline on the far side.
Hopefully there, once the Bobcats settle down here in the first 10 minutes there, they get to play a little better soccer here. Not that they're playing bad now, Bill.
Well, they just got to get used to where they are. I mean, it's almost like they're sitting on top of something. Uh-oh. And the takedown by Connors from behind. Or was it McComb? You can see the football markings on the field. It's one thing about the referees will be able to really mark the ball where a foul takes place. Nobody's going to be able to cheat up on that. Eric Owens here getting set for this direct kick by 6. He chips it in there. And it's headed out of bounds.
Well, and you also be able to tell how far the ball's away from the net, Bill.
Yeah, that's true.
Beside 10 yards, I believe, right? The end zone?
Well,
what?
the end zone at the end, the goals are in the end of the end zone. There's a long punt. There's a shot. That'll skip. Whoa, there's something dangerous right there. A shot that is going to skip and possibly on goal. That was number 10, Estrada, their best player, taking that shot.
I noticed in the pregame warm-up, they took a lot of shots around 25, 30 yards out. They didn't take those little 10, 15 yards, Bill.
Bruce Schutz is out of the game, and Gary Nephew has come in. It's a beautiful sunny day here, actually. The weather, we got a 12 o'clock game. We started a little early. They're going to push everything through as possible as they can. So that's why we started early. Scheduled 12 o'clock, but started up about quarter up. Chase gets a head on it. But 6 steps up. Matthews, a little side work there. And he slips. There's a field conditions play. Matthews, he sends it through, possibly. Nope. Murtaugh picks up that loose ball. Matthews again with the ball. Matthews trying to make something happen here. And that's kicked away. Curry gets ahead on it. NAC just got to play off the ball. Is going to be something big. You know, they've got to mark up well. Eric, got to come out and get that, buddy. And Eric does. Eric owns with the punt. It's a long punt. Midfield and then some. Bounces over the defender's head. The cool, calm Makata back there. And we got a blue throw. NAC's in their all-white home uniform. And Kieo has a blue and white uniform. Blue trim. It's actually like the girls of NAC's uniform, but with the blue and white instead of the green and white that the girls of Northern Adirondack have. And that ball is sent deep into the right-hand corner of the Bobcats. Clearing attempt is... That's to Estrada. Estrada's their best player. Matthews marking him well. And we got a call against Matthews. One thing they don't want to do is make any comments or, you know, show any kind of dissent to the referees here today, because I imagine they're gonna, you know, they're not gonna take anything. Matthews gets a head on it. 16 with the ball. Shot towards the goal. A little bicycle kick. Connors will clear it out. NAC's being beat to the ball here right now. Owens, watch that bounce. He does. Estrada was right there. NAC's being beat to all the loose balls early. Can't see the time there. Well, we played approximately 10 minutes. And there's the man step in front of the NAC player, Chase. Nick Chase, Stevie Chilton, goal scorers in that game against Maple Hill. Sent Northern Adirondack here. Chilton, they say with his speed that get him on this turf, he should be half a step to a step quicker. I still think they've got little butterflies going. Nephew, that bounces over him. Connors comes up, makes the play. That ball will be sent out of bounds. Playing a yellow line here. And Estrada watches the ball go over the goal line. One thing NAC has here today that they probably haven't had to enjoy all the season long, they got a little size advantage to this team.
Yeah, but if they don't go to the ball, Bill.
That's right. They've got the size.
Don't really mean nothing.
There's a guy beating him to the ball again. Chilton gets a head on it. Martha spins around here. Send a nice through ball. Oh,
got to get that ball outside, Bill. I'm going to say it all game, and if they don't, they're going to have trouble. They play 4 fullbacks. I understand.
Oh, steps around nicely. Puts it out to the wing. He's going to try and step inside, but Schuts been steady all year. Adam Schuts.
It's definitely a little greasy out there. Matthews definitely don't have his move.
The ball is sent through, but the goalie comes out to the top of the penalty area. Fakes one way and goes the other with the ball. Throws it out to his right half or full. Kieo. They play probably possession, short passing game. NAC is going to have to mark. Matthews steps around 2. He chips it up. Number 6 steps in front of that. Number 6. That's Komarai. Well, whether I say it right or wrong, these guys from Kieo, they ain't going to know any different anyways. They got a pretty good contingent here, though. I didn't know that they would...
I understand they brought about 5 charters down here, Bill.
Oh, 5 charters of people here for Kieo to watch this game. Semi-final action. Seguin, he tips that ball. It goes back. It'll go out of bounds. Nope. Nephew. One man, you got to stay with the man. You can see Nephew was there running around there, moving towards the ball, back and forth. Can't get yourself caught in that. He probably played a similar style of soccer that Jay-Z said, under George Brennler liked to play. That short, triangle, passing game.
I would say this is a pretty quick field. The kids have got to get used to that.
Nephew. Chilton, he corrals that. Can't get around the defender. Got to put it outside again. Stevie, like you said, he tried. Uh-oh.
I don't think he's got that foot move, the secure footing he should have.
Chase gets a foot on it. Skips by the Kieo players. Break for NAC there. No call there as McComb run into somebody. There's a shot, and it hit somebody in the head. I believe one of the NAC defenders. It's a hard shot. And Owens makes the best save there. Anything skipping off this rug is going to be a tough save. I mean, it might look routine, but the goalie, Eric Owens, coming up there. Oh, we got a dangerous play there. No call made. NAC is running around here. They can't seem to muster any kind of a breakout of, get the transition game going at all. Chase heads it the wrong direction. Then Schutz, Adam Schutz, been steady all year. Out to Trent Curry. And McComb gets a foot on it. He then sends it over here to the left side. Kieo retains possession. It's crossed into the middle. And somehow that ball didn't get in the back of the net. Owens, I believe, made the initial save. There was a big rebound there. The Kieo player unable to capitalize.
McComb tied that guy going through the middle up a little bit. I don't think he could get anything on it. So
big break there for NAC, actually.
Maybe.
Murtaugh. Got to get up on them fulls. Just NAC's, they got to do a better job of marking up on everybody. McComb, he steps in front of the Kieo player there. Then they got to, once they make the play, they got to find that mark again. Chase gets it up to Murtaugh. Murtaugh sends it over to Matthews. Matthews comes up with it. Matthews back to Murtaugh. Move off the ball, please. Chilton can't get around that defender. He's taken down. We got a call against Kieo. It's a direct kick. It's a direct kick, guys. The goalie standing on the right post. Matthews asking for him to back it up, and they take 2 steps in anyways. They're sent towards the goal. Oh, the goalie got a hand on it, got through. Cole tries to chip it to Chase. Chase unable to corral that ball and moving without it. A little bit of nerves there. Connors will step up and put a foot on it. Murtaugh, he's beat to the ball. NAC, their best scoring chance just minutes ago. But Keo's back on attack, and that will run out of bounds. And how Kieo would handle themselves in the colder temperatures. They're down from north of New York City is where their section is located. Not quite sure who they beat to get here. Both teams, well actually there's 16 teams. There's all class A, B, C, and D action here today. Both teams, or all the teams, stayed at the Radisson in Niagara Falls. Their combinations weren't changed, but the playing field was. As you can see, the snow down here around the field. They did a nice job of cleaning it up so they'd be able to participate, have these games. Like I said earlier, it was almost canceled, and due to the hard work of some of the people in New York State soccer, they are able to pull this tournament off. One of the things we need to tell everybody is that there is no overtime.
No overtime.
No overtime will be played. If the game ends in a tie, they will go immediately to a shootout. Trent Curry trying to, and he does. He forces the man to kick it out of bounds. NAC with the throw in. Throws it to Curry. Got to put that down on his feet. Won't bounce that up there. That's sent towards the goal. Skips into the goalie's hands. You can see how that ball quickly comes up off the carpet there. Outside with it. Man.
You gotta have a soft touch here. Learn to play on this, Bill, because
Well, basically, it's a game of indoor here. We're playing it outdoors. We're on indoor carpet, actually. And Nephew with a good stick right in front of us. He sends it across the middle, but it's intercepted by NAC here. Oh, you can see Trent Curry sliding down there on the rug. Chase covering the man. Nick Chase. Nick Chase comes up with it. Chase. Out to the wing. Got Seguin. Oh, just out of the reach of Jason Seguin. Seguin going to race it and run it down. And he runs over into the snowbank. Chase seeing Seguin there, trying to send him free. Just out of the reach. NAC seems to be settling in here. We've played approximately, just barely read the clock over there. 22 minutes. We're down to 22 minutes here, opening half. It's a semifinal match. Like I said, game started at 8 o'clock this morning here, and they will continue on all the way through 10 o'clock tonight. We do have the schedule here. Somewhere in this book, and we got his first sub for Kieo coming in. That's up to Estrada. Estrada's their best player, and Connors. Well, last game is a Class B semifinal. Homer, the team that beat Seton, the Section 3 representative. And Matthews.
clearing it out.
He got it out of there. Team came down yesterday, and all of us that came down yesterday, we come down Route 11, went through Watertown to hit 81, and there was a lake effect snowstorm going on. The team on a bus. Uh-oh, break. Oh, the goalie got a hand on it. Chilton. Oh! The ball was free there for a second. Chilton just rifling the ball wide of the net. Don't get discouraged out there, Stevie. Good hustling job there. Back in rebound. Bertha on Chilton making something happen there. NAC settling in here. Making things happen in their favor, possibly. Matthews steps back. He slips. Owens will come out. He puts a foot on it. 24 unable to control that ball. He kicks it over to the right side. 22 for Kieo. Tries to get over Curry. He retains possession. Little chip into the middle. And the shot goes wide, but it hit NAC on the way out. Corner kick. Well, we had that snowstorm in Watertown. The kids they left at 6 o'clock in the morning from Ellenburg at the high school. They got down here, I guess, at 2:30. It's about an 8.5 hour trip. Probably without the snowstorm, they would have been here much earlier. Nobody got to practice on the field, actually, before the games here. So there was no advantage to
Either team. No?
either team in that aspect. Oh, number 19 coming there from the 18. Kind of hard to pick out where the 18 is, actually. Canisius College. This is a Catholic school here. Personally, I think that's one of the things in favor of NAC is they've experienced all their postseason success on a Catholic field in Plattsburgh at Seton. And we got a trip right outside the penalty area. That'll be a direct kick. Gonna have to set a wall here. Big break here for Kieo. 20 minutes down in the first half. Ball goes back. 6 gonna take the kick. Owens with a big save.
What a save.
Unbelievable. Eric Owens diving to his right, making the save. Seguin gets ahead on it. Jeez, but you see how well his team is and skilled,
Very skilled team.
very skilled team. Actually, Eric Owens, that actually hit. Actually, this skilled team, the way this ball is, will bounce on this field and everything. I think it might be a little bit to their advantage, what they can do. I mean, there's no mud to go through, you know. No dips or anything in the field. Everything's pretty level, so it's to their advantage on what they'll be able to do. Nephew gets it up on it. Gets it up on it to disturb the man. And he kicks it wide. Well, Kieo has mounted a little bit of attack here in the last few minutes. The Bobcats of Northern Adirondack against Kieo from Section 1 here in this Class C semifinal action. Quite a large contingent of people from Northern Adirondack fan-wise that came down, stayed in various hotels and motels, actually out in Niagara Falls, as we all had made our prior arrangements. A little back pass to Chilton. Oh, unable to control it. It looked like something was going to muster there. And Nephew sends the ball out. And we got a throw in, 19. That'll be, oh, that went off Kieo player, but Blues called. Estrada with the throw quickly into the box. Matthews. Chilton. Yeah, there's a call against. That ball sent deep. Over the head. Chilton got it. He's around the man, possibly. And he bounces out. It'll be a corner kick. NAC here, with their height advantage, could make something happen here.
Feels quick here, Bill.
Huh?
You want to be thinking ahead on the camera because it goes quick. I can't pick up the corner there, it's off.
It is. Oh, Murthaugh just missed that ball. The goalie missed it. Murthaugh ended up in the back of the net, and Seguin too. But I guess the goalie got a hand on it. Must have deflected it just enough away from Tyler Murthaugh. Real dangerous chance there for the Bobcats. Murthaugh on the other side of the field now with a corner kick. He sends it in. Chilton with the head. That's over and out of bounds. So NAC here counter-attacks the Kieo offensive threats that were just mounted. A couple of their own.
Well, we got, how much time left, Bill?
Well, we got about 15 minutes here left in this opening half. No score as of yet. 0-0, the Bobcats, Northern Adirondack, and Kieo. Well, we'll have to check later. I got here, I didn't expect this game to start early, so we were a little handcuffed earlier, me and Steve. Hopefully we're getting the sound coming through here.
I hope so.
We'll have to check that out.
I couldn't hear it anyways, Bill.
Well, I got the Calvin's earplug over there in Calvin's camera.
I still couldn't hear him with my hearing.
Oh.
I used to have a set, but it wasn't worth having him in.
Estrada. Connors puts a head on it.
Good play, good play. You don't give it a chance to come across that middle.
Right, that's a good play there. You don't want it going in the middle. And you can hear the crowd noise here as Steve takes a shot of the large contingent of NAC fans here. Quite a ways to travel here for this game, but you never know how many times this might happen or whether it will happen again or what. Connors makes a nice play there. A little behind the back by sends it up. Oh, he had gotten the bounce off in him, but sent over to the far side of the field. 19 races it down for Kieo. And it goes out of bounds. Northern Adirondack will get the goal kick. 19 is Yamamoto.
Close enough if it wasn't, Bill.
That bounces Murthaugh, unable to get a head on it or anything. Nephew trying to step around him outside. He's taken down. No call made. you get the retaliation. Yeah, you got the retaliation when the arms come right up. There's the fans weren't too happy with that from NAC. Number 6 here. Kamarai sends it in. There's a head on it. We're going to one-time it. That's one thing you're going to see Kieo try to do a lot. Any ball in the air, they're going to one-time it towards the goal. That's a lot like what I've seen on that soccer tape I've previously talked about. Nick has 1,001 goals. That's chipped across the middle, but it runs out of real estate over there. Seguin, that would have been no, Chilton actually was over there. Trying to chip it into the middle, and Seguin almost looked like he had a step on him, the defender. That skips by 2 players. McComb. Yep, and we get the call. Referee saw the arm come up. It looks like the arms come up. He's going to call it against you. Chilton. Well, that's blocked. The shot attempt. That's going up over the scoreboard and out of bounds. Well, it didn't go over the scoreboard. Went around it, it looked like. Had a nice hook on it. Down to 12 minutes here in this opening half. 0-0's a game. NAC representing the North Country regional champs. So actually, they defeat the Section 10 winner and then the Section, was it 3? Or 2?
I don't know, Bill.
Can't remember where. The Albany area, Section 10, and the Plattsburgh area. 2. Albany's 2, yeah. 2. Well, Chase takes the man down from behind. Quickly set the ball. Yeah. Who is that? Number 19? Yamamoto going in there. And Kieo sending the ball quickly. Kieo is a private school located in Section 1. Looks like it's mostly an Asian body of students. Chase doing a nice job there to get the ball through. Murtaugh, it was open here on the right wing. They run it down, keep it in play. Murtaugh quickly put it across the middle. He tries to, but the Kieo defender steps up. Chilton was going in the wrong direction, but Matthews, anticipating that pass, almost stole it, but he's going to have to recover here quickly. Adam Schutz. Wildcat defense. Here comes a shot from number 9, Arguier.
I think that ball's going to pick up speed if you can skip it on the ground also, Bill.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like. Definitely picking up speed. First appearance here by the Bobcats in a Final Four for New York State Class C soccer boys action. Coach Moulton's got to be really proud of this bunch. He's been knocking on the door the last 2-3 years, and finally he's able to pull through here with a group of kids that actually started out a little bit on the wrong foot, but we're able to pull it together and have come on strong here, as we said earlier, with 11-game streak. And there's a nice play. That play there by McComb, that's a really rough play to make on this kind of turf surface. A sliding tackle. Chase steps up and he'll send the ball out of bounds. Sliding tackles on this fielder.
Nothing against Peter. He don't really have a lot of experience.
Chilton going down the left wing. Gets by the defenders. Oh, loses control. He gets held. Oh, Seguin trying to send Nick Chase there free. That's sent back in. That's a good play there by Seguin to follow that up. You know, the goalie mishandled that ball.
You can see right now that they're going to hold Chile a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they had 2 defenders holding him. McComb fell down. Estrada with the ball. Matthews kicks the ball out of bounds. I mean, skills-wise, they're probably a little bit better team skills-wise, but NAC here is holding their own against this team. They, they've got a lot to be proud of here, what they've accomplished, how they're playing this game today. Big play here. The Chase recovers. That ball doesn't get in. The guy tried to just tap it into the open corner. Chilton, he gets knocked down. NAC surviving another scare there. The guy had the open corner. The defender was there. Chase had initially on that. Estrada had the ball in the right corner. Chase come back, getting his foot on that pass back out in front. So NAC has survived a couple scares here, but they've threatened offensively themselves. They got a deep throw in here, deep in Keo's end. Doesn't appear to be any wind advantage here today to anybody. The wind isn't blowing. We said it's cool. It's about 32 degrees and sunny. We're in downtown Buffalo here. Canisius College. Jeez. Oh, that gets a little backspin on it. But Kieo clears it up. Number 16 trying to get around Matthews. Matthews, who has played a lot of indoor soccer actually. And he gets a little over aggressive there. Putting the body on number 16. Idihara. Matthews will come up with that. Oh, sent outside. Ball stays in. Good hustle in there. Gary Nephew bounces it off. Yomamoto. NAC with a throw in. We're down to 7 minutes left in this opening half. 0-0 remains the score. Chase. He tries to put it up the field. That should run out of room there. Go out of bounds. Hey, the ball started dead though there. Died. You get the initial skip. You pick up the speed, but once any other, after that, it's probably wet in that area. They were working on that area.
There's a little spot right there, Bill. You see it? Yeah, it's kind of cut out.
I think it's Canisius uses this not only for football, soccer, but I'm pretty sure track and field maybe competition. Different things. Herta, that ball skipped through, but the sweeper there, number 5. Adam Shutt stepping up. Yes, ball goes, he's jumping in. Gomi gets the call against him. Chase just getting a little too much foot on that ball. Chilton and Murtaugh that actually got in behind the Kieo defenders.
That go right over the end line, Bill, in the air?
I believe so. Either it went over the end line or it hit the end line. All this crowd noise, you can't hear anything that Donnie Moulton might be saying to the team. Actually, either coach. I'm not quite sure who the other coach. The coach is head coach David Snimes. I believe it is. David M.A. Snimes. They have a 20-1 record here, Kieo. Only got one loss. Not quite sure who beat them, what the score was. Didn't really get a lot of preliminary pre-game stuff.
No.
Come down here, myself, me and Steve, we were in a group of 5 vehicles. We had Reggie Owens driving one vehicle, Roger DeBray driving another, myself, Steve Chilton, and Steve Nephew. We followed each other down. Made the trip a little bit easier to come down here in a group, especially when we got into that snowstorm in Watertown. And there's a good pass from Schutz. He looked across the field. Seguin coming in to pick up the ball, but overran it.
Kind of come up on him, I think.
Yep. But Curry gets it up to Seguin. It's over in the middle of the chase. Chase chips it outside. Oh! That ball with that skip got out of the reach of Murtaugh. Oh, and right there, that ball right there on a grass field is going to slow right down, and Murtaugh is going to be able to pick that up. That's one advantage there. Bruce Schutz back in the game. Chase gets a head on it, heads it back to Schutz. Blue. The call goes against NAC. Schutz was taken down from behind. Man was all over him. But the referees here appear to be letting a lot go. We got time. Uh-oh. We got the referee calling over Nick Chase here. Nick Chase bleeding, so they've got to take him off the field. Gonna attend to him. Probably got a, what you call a rug burn. They stopped the clock here. The referee calling over Nick Chase. Got blood on the leg, probably a rug burn of some kind. So they're attending to him. Looks like they're gonna let him stay on the field. Coach Moulton doesn't want Nick Chase to, and whoever that was, that probably some doctor or something that they've got here for this tournament action. Chase remains in the game, and we're back at play. Murtaugh sends it in there. Chase trying to get through, unable to do so as he had 3 Kieo players right on him. Got him, oh, right there is where they got to maintain control, not just kick it away like Peter McComb just did.
Yep. Like I said earlier, Peter's probably a senior, but he's probably the least experienced soccer player we got out there.
There's Yamamoto.
But he's played well this year. I don't want to take anything away from Peter, but his...
That's true. He might be not as experienced as some of the others, but when it comes to actually holding his own back there on defense, he does a nice job, as that defensive unit has done all year. Chase comes up with the ball, steps around one. Oh! Man, able to get enough foot on it. Seguin sliding by the goalie.
Definitely the footing is
not the greatest.
Not the greatest.
Chase battles there and gets the ball. Oh, the man is taking that right and jumping in there like that. That's a little much to let go. You know, I hate to see something they're letting some of this stuff go here in the middle, and then they get in the 18-yard line and that, and something that's happened in the middle of the field and then call it against them that they haven't called. You know, that's one thing I would not like to see the referees to do here today.
What do we got here, Bill?
We got a handball called against Tommy Matthews. He got his hands right in front of him. So with 2 minutes left here, just under 2 minutes, Kieo with another free kick. We're probably about, 30 yards out here. 25 to 30 yards out. They're waiting. They want somebody to slash in there. Chase got a foot on it. Murtaugh sends it up high. And Adam Schutz sticks the man, puts it outside. Throw it.
We will stop the clock with 1 minute to go. The official time is kept on the field.
Official time, I guess the referee's keeping official time here. They're going to stop the clock with 1 minute to go. So, just like World Cup here, Steve.
Yep.
Officials. 22 trying to get around Curry. Curry getting some foot on it. Chase is helping out Curry. Sent across the middle. Oh! Estrada got a head on it. A late goal here by Kieo. They have a 1-0 lead. A beautiful cross from the Kieo player there. Not quite sure. I think it was number 24.
1 minute.
24 or 22. Kazumoto to Kieo player Estrada. They're up 1-0. Okay, we're back. Chilton racing in there after the kick. Osada with the goal. That's their best player. Connors. He kicks that ball up. That was exactly at the 1 minute mark. They scored the goal, the clock stopped. Well, we're under a minute here to play. Bruce Schutz banging away there at one of the players. It's a big goal actually to score this late in the half. Got a scramble here in front. Oh, that's sent over the top. NAC, they got to finish this half here at least. We're down 1-0. Not let them put in another quick goal. You know, they needed one anyway to score, to win, you know. And the time runs out. But Kieo, late in the first half, scoring a goal off in the foot, or off in the head of Estrada. NAC down 1-0. Had nothing to be ashamed of here. They've had their offensive chances. Got to get themselves up, coming out flying here in the second half. Bill Chase for Hometown Cable, my cameraman Steve Chilton will be back with all the second half action.
Time. Take a little shot here at the college. All right, we're going to run a test here. How do you hear me now, Bill? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1.
I heard you once, and then I didn't hear you.
So I can't ever hear it either.
Now I hear
Testing 1.
Now you're in there.
You gotcha? Okay. All right, we've been working. We're okay, Bill.
We're on? Okay, this is Bill Chase. My cameraman Steve Chilton for Hometown Cable. We're getting set here as the referees talking to both goalies. It appears they're checking out something behind the net. Something's back there behind the net. I'm not quite sure what it is. This is Class C semifinal action here in New York State. We're at the Final Four here, located at Canisius College in downtown Buffalo. Northern Adirondack needs to score a goal to get a tie, get back into a tie here anyways. They're down 1-0 at half. Estrada scored the goal late in the first half. That's sent over possibly for Chilton, but goes out of bounds over the touchline.
Well, one thing you got to continue doing, Bill, is play the defense they did the first half. You know, they only gave up 1 goal, but they definitely can't go down by 2.
No.
And we did have a couple opportunities, and it only takes 1 to tie this game.
That's all. They get a couple breaks here, and they could be up 2-1 instead of, you know. That's what it's all about, capitalizing on the breaks that you do get. And that goal that scored by Kieo was an all-around nice play. The pass was perfect pass across the middle. There's a man, well, the guy trips over the ball. During halftime, me and Steve, we were talking about that one of the advantages that Kieo might experience here is that they probably had the opportunity to go out and get turf shoes, and or at least they already probably even had them. This is a private school. These kids actually probably play together all year round, whether it be outdoor, probably have an indoor down facility that they might even have. You never know in a private school. But definitely one of their advantages is probably they do have the turf shoes. NAC players had to, Donnie Moulton told them, get whatever you got that you think might work and bring it with you. Whether it be spikes, sneakers, indoor soccer shoes, turf shoes. And actually, I was able to call up, and they really didn't know about playing here on these grounds until Wednesday. Wednesday at practice, after practice, Nick come home and said, hey, we're playing on a turf. And I was able to call up Pete Harrigan down at TC Sports, and Pete just happened to have a pair of turf shoes that would fit Nick, and I was for $25. Oh no! And Eric Owens is the defenseman. Corey Connors picks him up, and that ball squirted out of his hands. And Corey Connors right behind Owens gets a head on it, and they send it out of bounds. Kieo with another corner kick. It's a low pass. Connors was taken down. Chilton by himself, 1 man to beat. Oh, Chilton held down there. Murthaugh come up with the ball. Here comes Seguin. Then Trent Curry, he's going to come in on the Kieo player. But they retain possession. And the call goes against Nick Chase and NAC Bobcats. The fans here. I don't imagine a referee can hear much, you know.
No.
Anyways, fans getting their frustrations out. That was a good call. Nick Chase did take the man down. Chase stuck a foot in there and doing that sliding tackle on this turf, which is, can be rough on the skin. But that's a style of game you play all your life, and going down on the ground when you need be, and playing on grass fields up in the North Country, and
big difference.
So it's kind of hard to, first game you play on turf, go right to a different style.
Right.
You're going to maintain. You're going to still do the sliding tackles and whatever you got to do.
The speed alone is a big difference, Bill, and.
That ball skips up. Chilton for Murtaugh. Murtaugh trying to send Chilton free. And the goalie comes out sliding to make the save. Good little play there by Murtaugh and Chilton.
Not bad. But you notice, Bill, on the grass turf, that pass would have been soft enough. There's been a lot more happening on that. It's just I really feel the kids is handling this field pretty well today, Bill.
Well, they are playing an impressive game. Nothing to be ashamed of here. The Bobcats from Northern Adirondack, representing the North Country. That pass is into the middle.
Oh, I lost my camera here.
The winner of this game advances to the final, which will be played here tomorrow at
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. The weather conditions for tomorrow are going to be a little less favorable, I believe. That's at least what the weather report is. Oh, 5 steps around Chase. They send it out here to the right. Oh, Curry slipping and sliding there. You can see the water come up. And Peter McComb.
Actually, Bill, it might be better if it stays a little cold here. It looks like when it gets warmer, it gets slipperier.
You're probably right. Well, McComb there making a nice defensive play. Estrada. Murtaugh got a head on it. There's a shot. Estrada coming in off in a corner kick. It was open there for a second, but the ball skipped away. NAC with a goal kick. The other Class C semifinal features Christian Brothers Academy of Section 3. They have a 20-0-2 record. They're going to play North Rose Wolcott, who have a 15-3-1 record. And that's a 4 p.m. game today. Like we said, games played right through till 10 o'clock. That last game will probably not finish until after 11, maybe even close to midnight. And that is a Class B semifinal. There's a cross across the middle, but goes out of bounds. Goal kick. The Bobcats here appear to come out a little flat here in this half. Got to muster up some offense. Got to get something going here. That one thing this Kieo team does well is they do mark well too. Not only do they have the ball skills, but they know their marks and they stay with them. Little ball looked like it hit Adam Schutz in the hand, but no call made. Peter McComb clears it. Chase trying to punch it through. Connors gets something on it. The halfbacks, NAC's being hemmed in here. The halfbacks are down back helping for defense, and then they're outmanned when it's on the offense. Matthews, he sends one deep. The goalie comes out.
I kind of watched Chilton's reaction on that, and I'm thinking, well, he's got a chance to get to it, but apparently the way he looked at it, it was well over the head. And
it was well out of his reach. There's a pass here out to the left wing. And Seguin loses his footing. Falls down.
What's he got, his sneakers on? Or
he's got some indoor soccer shoes. Nick Chase and Tyler Murtaugh, I believe, are the only 2 guys out on a field with turf shoes. I know Eric Owens had indoor soccer shoes. That's what it looks like Trent's got. Tommy Matthews has got some indoor soccer shoes. Most of them looks like indoor soccer shoes. And, that's an adjustment to be made in itself. The feel of what you're doing, at the bottom of your feet. You don't have the spikes on. That's quite, just an adjustment to wearing a shoe that you haven't worn all year playing. But as we said, and we'll say again, they have adjusted well, holding their own here. 1-0, Kieo. We're down to about 31 minutes left. Chase looking to get ahead on it. That skipped by him. They got to step up there.
Got to keep that ball down.
Nick skips it up to Murtaugh. Murtaugh, he loses it. Now, in the transition, Kieo on the attack. Up to Estrada. Estrada trying to look give and go there. Connors will have to send it out of bounds. Throw in for Kieo. Are we recording, Steve? Are you pushing that red button there?
Oh, we're on there.
Okay. Estrada, he steps around Chase. That actually was the thrower coming in. A little give and go there, number 9. And Nolan's got enough on it to kick it out of bounds. It'll be a kick or a corner kick for Kieo. Notice that's an off the ball play. The thrower, he's not standing over there on the sidelines watching to see what happens. He gets right back into play and makes something happen. There's the corner kick. Nolan punches it. Seguin up to Chilton. Yep, he gets jumped on. It's that off the ball play that can make you or break you here today. It's quite the thing here, actually. Class A, B, C, and D action in the semi-final game. Well, Final Four for the Cats. Bruce Schutz trying to make something happen there. Sends it in, but it's cleared by the Kieo defenders. Estrada puts it outside. Back into Estrada. Shot. Man, I don't know who that guy is back there, but he made the save.
Sign him up, Bill. Still a lot of time, Bill. What, we got 25 minutes, 29? What is that?
Yeah. Down to 29 minutes, 28, I think. I mean, 20 years ago, this didn't exist. So you won the sectional title, and that was it. You were done for the. Estrada. Deadly with the head early in the game. Get a goal, but there, I think that's the second or third time he's actually shot and missed the corner.
Well, you gotta give credit to the goalie too. He cuts that angle down where you think he's not going to get it.
Yep. Chase gets a lot of leg on that. NAC, they've got to dig down deep here and find something, a little extra. They're out there looking, they're hanging their heads a little bit right now.
Well, they got to keep that ball on the ground, Bill. There's, you get in a kicking game, you're not going to win it.
Kieo keeping possession of the ball here. Curry, you see him run towards the ball. Chase, they're not maintaining control. They're kicking the ball out. Kieo picks it back up, and they just diligently work their way back in. There it is, another ball. You've had possession. You've given it up.
You got to kick it to somebody.
You got to quit giving it up. They'll defensively they'll clear the ball out, but Kieo, a well-disciplined, patient team here. Chase, got to go to the far side here, away from the goalie if possible. He does. And you saw Curry slip.
Well, we're thinking about jumping. That's when they slide in, Bill.
Nick Chase with a nice move there. He's down. Chase steps in, keeps the ball up. And one of the NAC fans getting a little wild there. Ooh, trying to send that ball through, but offsides is called. Number 9 being offsides. That's the first offsides we've had actually in this game. Seguin can't get around him. And the ball's up in the air, Steve. Anytime that ball's in the air, Schutz going shoulder to shoulder there. Adam Schutz steps up to help his cousin, Bruce. Bruce hustling there, sliding, looks at his leg. Remember earlier, Nick Chase, he suffered a rug burn or something. He had to stop the game. He was bleeding. Ostada. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Number 10 there. Same time twice. Trying to go through 3 defenders there. Oh, that shot. I mean, you could see that. You see that how that play materialized there. 2 NAC players went to the ball. The man off the ball, waiting patiently for his man to give it up, and he did. And that's where the shot came from. The man that was standing there waiting. The man, once you leave your mark, that leaves him wide open. Seguin running somebody over. Got a handball. Call goes against the blue team. Kieo. NAC will have a direct kick. Nick Chase will take the direct kick. Hertog unable to get a head on it. Matthews. Trying to go through that middle there. Curry should have put a ball to the outside. Got to go to the open area. Matthews, they step around him. (16) Kieo with the ball. Oh, he slashes through. It's in. 2-0. Keo's on top. Their patience paying off. Kieo has a 2-0 lead. With about 24 minutes left in his second half. The Kieo crowd who came up in five buses, they sing in chorus, celebrate that goal. Themselves in a situation they haven't found themselves in 11 games. Actually, the last time they were in this was against Seton on their home field. They were down 2-0 with approximately about the same amount of time left in the game. They were able to muster up 2 goals, tie it up, and win it in overtime. But then that was at their home field. A lot of different things, Al. The pressure of the Final Four.
I'm sure we could play with these guys after, we play under these conditions. They're a well-skilled team, Bill, and you just got to get used to playing against that quality of soccer,
Well, it's a good learning experience to be down here. You can't take nothing away from them, whether they win or lose. Somebody might, you might have people say, well, they're playing against a school that is actually maybe it shouldn't be allowed in the tournament, but why not? They're a high school from New York State. Just because it's a private school, I mean, they come in here with impressive credentials. They got a 20-1 record, only beaten once. Ball goes out of bounds. As I said earlier, they, just the opportunity to play experience what they've been able to experience coming down together on a bus. NAC fans trying to muster up some noise over here. Quiet it down here after that goal. Chase here now with a direct kick.
I don't really think they're going to see. You're going to see a better soccer club than this right here, Kieo. They're as skilled as a Class C school is going to be, I believe, Bill. I've never been down here, but.
Well, they're very, very well skilled. And like I said, you know, they're working the ball on this field with a lot of patience, and they're moving it around. NAC is a little miscommunication there. NAC is doing some things that actually some teams have probably tried against them. You know, punching it through the middle. You gotta use it. They gotta go to the outside, move the ball around better than what they've been doing.
Right. I think that last play where the kid just fell down, it was a lack of footing there. He couldn't stop, and one tripped over the other.
NAC right now, they're standing around a little flat-footed, you know.
Well, I'm sure they're thinking about, let's not give up another one and get out of here probably with 2 goals.
Got to get a goal to get back in it, though.
Yeah.
The goal scorer was, in the second goal, Makino, number 8. And a nice pass. I'm not quite sure. They don't announce who gets the assist. Makino, the goal scorer. Alstada, the other goal scorer. Adam Schutt's going up, getting a head on it. Ooh. The ball bounces in to the arms of Eric Owens.
What?
Owens with a head on it.
Got to keep that ball on the ground and.
Yeah. Maintain control. That's the game of soccer. Actually, you know, the conditions of this field are probably the ideal conditions for a soccer game.
Right.
You know.
Sure.
What you really want to, you know, what you want out of a field. Maybe the bounces aren't true. You know, it skips a little bit, but if you ever watch any of them European tapes or whatever, that's pretty much what they play on. I mean, it looks, at least a lot of them look like they're turf fields. I'm sure the kids, if they, you know, like we said, if they had the choice of coming down here and not playing or playing, they definitely are going to take it every time, the choice to come down here and participate in this. Oh, that goes off Schutz. We're going to bounce into Owens. I mean, out of all the Class C schools in the state of New York, you know, they're one of the Final 4. Right there is something to have your head held high about. They're down 2-0. They're down under 20 minutes. Ostrada with the corner kick. Line drive. Owens got a hand on it. Shot off the crossbar. One wide. Kept going to the ball. I didn't see any players move very much. Trent Curry's out. Gary Nephew's in. Coach Don Moulton looking for his team to muster up some offense here, at least to possibly bang one in and put the pressure back on Kieo to keep them from tying it up anyhow. But we haven't gone across midfield too much here, even in this second half. Had better offensive opportunities in the first half.
That's not going to happen. You're going to.
They got it, you know. NAC doesn't play, well, I've noticed here, well, we got a change actually. Defensively, Seguin has been moved back to stopper position. That ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick. They've moved up Tommy Matthews on the offense. Matthews is up on the line with Chilton and Murtha. Matthews, a slashing, sneaky type of player. All over the field. Does a nice job. Murtha. Chase. There we go. A little short passing there. That's what they've got to do. not quite the short passing team that this team is. Matthews got a leg in there to prevent number 6 from really getting something on that ball. I mean, you know, their style of play has been really effective, actually, NAC up in the North Country. There's a handball. I mean, the last 2 years, the Donnie Moulton squad, what are they? They've won 16 games here this year. Last year they won 20, so he's got a 30, 36, and 5 record, something like that. Couple
like
ties.
That, well, I'm sure these kids plays a little soccer too at Kieo down in the summer leagues, and you know, once our season's done, Bill, we jump right to the next. Most of our kids, and
that's right, and it's a big accomplishment in itself for any North Country team. You know, they got the Saranac girls playing in the Final Four in Class C action last year. Plattsburgh High School, they went to a quarterfinals game down in Syracuse. So the North Country, though, we're coming around here. I mean, what they've got over us on this right now is a skilled, well-skilled team that lives together. You know, they probably play soccer all year round together. Chase and Murtha. Matthews, he's taken down. Don't get back up. Chase got Chilton. Oh, man. More than once, actually, here today, that putting that ball down. Nick Chase to the outside and just out of the reach. A couple times out of the reach of Chilton, one time to Seguin, one time to Murtha. But that's what you got to do. That's where you got to continue to do that. You put that ball right back in the middle, they don't even have an opportunity to get it. The goalie's either going to come up or that defense is going to collapse right on the ball, as it's been happening. Again, there it is. NAC players standing there watching a man get a head on it.
well,
Got to get in front of him.
they know how to use their hands. You watch your right hand come out.
No, I haven't.
Watch when you go for the jump. I've been watching that last couple times, Bill.
They're getting position using the hands.
Yep, getting that right hand out there and arm and.
Well, I imagine that's, you know, Chase got the ball here. Out to Chilton. Chilton on the left side. That squirts in there, but it's cleared. McComb.
I know. I've watched my kid for 3-4 years at this level, and I know his footing is not that good today.
Estrada takes the man down. We got to stop clock. Somebody's hurt back here, Steve. Clock is stopped with 14:35. Kieo on top 2-0, and a man down for Kieo. It looked to me there that Seguin actually was taken down, laying on his back. He grabbed the ball with his hands. It looked like he was taken down.
Are they going to bring that ball back, or are they going to?
I don't know. How can that play continue that far up the field?
Let's take a break.
Kieo Academy with a 2-0 lead. We've got a free kick just outside the penalty area. Seguin appeared to be taken down, but as he was down there, swiped at the ball with his hands. Handball goes against him. Estrada thought he was in the penalty area, run over during when the referee blew the whistle and put the ball on the 12-yard line. Estrada with the kick. So a short kick. Somebody got a foot on it. Looked like Chase. He was going for that far corner, the left corner. That ball is sent across here to the other side, back in, a little give and go. A little too much playing there, actually, I thought, on their part.
Yep, a little bit.
There's been a couple times they've actually done that. Then the one time they scored, or the 2 times they scored, actually, it was a one, pass, boom, ball was in the net. They've had their chances a few other times. The Bobcats from Northern Adirondack High School, Section 7. Final Four Class C representative. Final Four New York State high school soccer action. Something this school has never done before at soccer. Come down here to Final Four. Oh, Clarence Labarge taken out with the arm.
And that's
And we've talked about that too earlier, that referees making calls. You know, there's some of the dinky stuff they seem to appear to have called, and then, I mean, that was right there in front of the guy. That was obvious. That should have been called. But that's that human factor.
That's right.
You know, you can be a real, it's real easy to judge up here. You know, I know myself, I referee. You listen to people, that was that. So here I am doing something that I don't really want somebody else to do. Well, I'm not screaming at the guy.
Another player down.
Another player down, number 19. Who's that? 19, Yamamoto. Down on the ground.
Game over here.
There's Steve Chilton filming all the NAC people. Coming from Altona, Lime Mountain, and Ellenberg, Cherubusco. Right there in front of the scoreboard, we've got Bruce Schutz. Looks like he's going to take the throw in, and he does. Steve Chilton just filming the NAC crowd there. I don't know if I heard any of my comments, but people from Lime Mountain, Cherubusco, Ellenberg, Altona, Irona, Scioto, maybe some Morris people. Rouse's Point girl here came down with us. Nick's girlfriend, Kathleen Seymour. Probably one of your favorite viewers out there, Calvin.
You know, another thing, filming this game, Bill, for the future teams coming down here, they can come down here and get a good idea of what they expect.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I imagine there might be a few people up in the North Country that are going to be happy if the Bobcats can't pull this out here. But, you know, that's right. What you've got to say is when we get to this level, and actually, you know, I'm cheering for Saranac today, hoping they pull it out. You want the Section 7 team to advance if all possible. We're looking for Seton and Chazy. It would have been nice if the boys would have won the other Saturday when NAC beat Maple Hill.
Well, and I think getting to the final too is luck of the draw. Who do you get to play? You know.
Well,
Maple Hill came down here, got right into the finals. I understand last year, and I know we played them fairly even in the game up last year also, Bill.
Yeah, we did. But they had some, you know, they got the one break on the offense, and that's what made the difference there. They ended up winning 1-0.
But they had a lot of postseason play. They've been in this tournament, I believe, probably 3 to 4 times. And
well, you got to look, you know, Saranac that'll be their second time down here, and they'll able to capitalize on that experience, hopefully. I wonder how the field conditions though are where they're playing. Playing there at Alfred University. I don't know if it's turf field or not.
I don't know either, Bill.
Well, their win actually, semifinal action or a quarterfinal game was on a turf field at RPI, located in Albany. Chase checking at the Kieo player. Connors will step up. There's an arm up.
If the Bobcats lose here today, I understand they're going to be going back today. They're not going to stay overnight and go back tomorrow.
Well, all the kids, they've agreed to win or lose. Well, if they lose, they agreed that they would all go back together as a team. And, you know, that's a big sign for that team, actually, to make that statement. I mean, it would have been easy to say, well, you know, my mom or dad is down here. I'm going to stay with them if they want to stay another night. But as a team, what they've done all year long, gelling as well as they did in the midseason, and then making a statement here by saying, if we lose, we're going back together. We came down here as a team. We're going home as a team. So that's quite the statement right there for the Bobcats. You know, to predetermine that prior to this game. Last night, actually, I was, after they got back, they had a banquet. All 16 teams were sat down together in a banquet. I was in Donnie Moulton's hotel room, and he was talking to the team, and they're talking about things like what time they were going to go to bed, what time should they be in their room, and most of the guys, you know, there were some sensible decisions made there. And it was 10:15 was the curfew. Nobody argued. Nobody complained. I talked to a few of the players before the game, and they said to get some sleep. And anybody I talked to said, yeah, I got a lot of rest.
Just long they had a good time, Bill, here. I think we should pay tribute to some of the seniors here right now, Bill.
Yeah, we've got seniors are Stevie Chilton. Stevie's had quite the run, out of, him and Corey Connors and Eric Owens, Jason Seguin. I don't know, and Peter McComb, and who else we got?
Let me see.
Bobby Frenier, his first year, actually. He's a senior. The first 5 guys, though, as seniors, have had quite the run in soccer. And to, end their soccer high school career on this note, being a Final Four participant, it's quite the accomplishment.
Did you mention Trent Curry?
Trent Curry's a senior?
Trent's a senior also.
Oh, I thought he was only a junior.
No, Trent's a senior.
No, Trent Curry, Stevie Chilton, Tyler Murtha, and looks like Bruce Schutt's coming off the field. Donnie Moulton has elected to go to the bench here a little bit.
And Donnie's playing right now? How many sophomores right here on the field?
Hey, look, there's Sam Lasway down there.
Where's this?
Right there, the fat, short guy with the Boston Bruin coat on. Sam Lasway and
Mark Trombley.
Mark Trombley. Guess they came down early yesterday. Not quite sure where they stayed. We stayed at the Days Inn in Niagara Falls. You stayed at the Ramada. Time is going against the Bobcats here. We're down to 7 minutes. But as we were saying, the seniors here in the quarterfinals. Stevie, Eric, not Corey. Corey, he didn't get moved up the sophomore year. Not Eric either. Stevie is. This is his 3rd year of postseason play. First 2 being making it as far as the quarterfinals, and now capitalizing it off with a Final Four appearance. And last year, how many goals did he score last year?
Who's this?
Steve.
I don't know, 20 some goals.
20 some odd goals. This year he came back, scored 14. Between him and Nick Chase, leading in the scoring department for their team. Continued actually in postseason play. Steve got 1 or 2 goals against Saranac Lake, that 4-0 victory. And then he, playing inspiring soccer in that Section 7 title where Saranac actually thought they had some kind of a chance with Mr. Chilton and took the wind out of their sails real early in that game, scoring 2 goals. And I believe he had an assist in that 5-2 Section 7 title victory. And then against Canton, he had the all-important assist on the winning goal. That cross, that cross from the right side to Murtha, with about 3 minutes left in that game, they pulled out a 3-2 victory. And against Canton, to advance them to the quarterfinals to play Maple Hill. And against Maple Hill, he had an assist on the second goal. Similar type goal that he had assisted on against Canton.
Ball bounced up. Got it.
Time winding down here. 5 minutes left. Kieo holding on to that 2-0 lead. It's about close to 1:15 here in the afternoon. We're in downtown Buffalo at Canisius College. Kevin Krull out there. And Nick Chase sends it up to the right side for Andy DeBeck.
Andy DeBeck. What's Andy's? Andy, junior?
Junior, I believe. Yeah.
Andy did
returning players next year, there's still quite the good nucleus. We've got Nick Chase, Tyler Murtha, Tommy Matthews. Adam Schutz will be back there anchoring that defense with Clarence Labarge. Bruce Schutz has got a couple more years yet. Gary Nephew. There's Terry Kluke, Sean Hamlin, the backup goalie here. He'll be back. So they got quite the nucleus to come back, and some real quality soccer players to step in from the JV squad. to take the place of those graduating seniors. Well, while we're on the air here, I was watching Nick Chase trying to muster up something. Did your wife Debbie, did she get any sleep down here last night?
Well, she got a little more last night. So.
Well, Debbie, just to let people know, Debbie, she's been a little nervous all week about this game, saying that, well, she's just that way. She gets all nerved up. She told me that, Monday night she didn't sleep at all.
No.
She was up between 2 in the morning and 6 at home, pacing back and forth.
Monday and went to work in Tuesday night, worked a double, come home, slept a couple hours, went back to work, and she rode out here yesterday, and she probably got 4 or 5 hours last night. But,
some of the parents here, I myself, I tried to be more relaxed here myself, knowing that just that the kids were here was that was a positive, a big positive for them, and. You like them to win, all the games.
We were definitely the underdog, We were the lower rated school in this section, Class C, coming here, so we definitely wasn't favored down here, Joe.
But to come from where they started and where they're going to end up, I know, it's an unbelievable season for the Northern Adirondack.
I'm sure some of these kids go to soccer school that. If they could have played against a quality team like this year-round, they would adjust to it and work on their skills to play at this level. Kieo come down here, and they're very well skilled.
Well skilled, well disciplined. Donnie Moulton was talking about Kieo actually last night, how they were at the banquet and everything, real quiet, serious, business-like, I guess is a way you could describe it. Down under 2 minutes, folks. Bill Chase and Steve Chilton for Hometown Cable.
If there's anything negative to this tournament, Bill, I got to say the press coverage around here is terrible. You go to the basketball tournament here in Glens Falls in the fall, it's well publicized in the paper, and you look down here in the papers, and you can hardly find out where they're playing.
Well, soccer is not the big popular sport of the media, actually, in the United States.
No, but with all the people coming in town here and the money they spend, they need a little more recognition.
They should have. I agree with you, but that Final Four in New York State basketball being the more popular sport, fan-wise, but kid-wise, soccer has grown tremendously in the United States. We didn't have a program, a youth program when we were playing soccer.
No.
First time we participated, myself or even you probably, was a freshman in high school. And now kids can get 6, 7 years of experience under their belt, even prior to playing high school with the youth program. So,
we got less than a minute, I think, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah, they've stopped the clock at a minute, the official time. And it's winding down here. I'd like to remind everybody, to patronize the sponsors of Hometown Cable. And if you want to become a sponsor, just give Calvin Castine a call. Or if you want a copy of his tape, you can spend $15 or any tape that games he's done all year long. Hometown Cable, the ultimate high school station for the North Country. And the time has run out. The Bobcats suffer a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Kieo Academy from Section 1. Kieo will advance to play the winner of the 4 o'clock semifinal Class C game tomorrow at 11 here on Canisius playing field. And the teams here get ready to shake hands. We're taking a look at the Bobcats surrounding their coach, Donnie Moulton. Once again, this team has a lot to be proud of. They've accomplished a lot, making it this far. They have no reason to hang their heads. They played this team, I think, especially in the first half, they came out and played them rather tough. Had a few chances there. That ball bounced away one time from the goalie, Stevie Chilton, with an open net. But
Well, we can talk pretty positive with these kids down here, but we knew they had a big game ahead of them, Bill, and they would have to give everything they got to win this ball game.
Yeah, they did, and I think they fared well. There was a couple breaks that Kieo got. They capitalized on them, and the Bobcats did all they could do. I mean, there was a few times there where Kieo trying to be a little too pretty. I mean, this game could have been worse than what it was.
All members of the
Well,
All-American Selection Committee are reminded to turn in their ballots from Chair Bush and the press box.
well, I guess we got All-American committee here. There's a crowd of Kieo is leaving, and the NAC crowd starting to get down out of the stands. Well, this has been Bill Chase, and my cameraman Steve Chilton for Hometown Cable. We've got that long bus ride now home, and we should probably pull in around midnight tonight. We'll stop and to eat and everything.
Yeah.
Are you going home now?
Yeah, I'm going to take off. I'm going to probably eat out of town here. I'm going to get a little further north.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if they're gonna show any of the bus trip down on Hometown.
I don't know.
I understand your son was there.
Yeah, I got another tape in my bag for the kids to bring home if they want to tape on the way home. But Bill, I want to thank you for televising with me here this year. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've had and we extend our thank yous out to Kelvin Castine for giving us the opportunity to help him out. We enjoy it, and we hope you all enjoy our commentating and our camera. Sometimes maybe not be to your liking, but we try to do the best we can. And
well, I guess we meet again here in basketball season in a couple of weeks.
well, we just seen that's Stevie Tragan there, the Class C, the Northern Adirondack, or not Northern Adirondack, Northern Section 7 chairman of soccer there from Shazy, the coach who's moving on actually to Plattsburgh High School as of December 1st. He just presented a plaque to the Bobcats. So it's all over here for the Cats. Their season comes to an end, but they made it to the Final Four here in the New York State high school action.